Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. None can fathom, Narendra is singing the song. We are analyzing the words. None can fathom the depths, yet freely of his own grace does he reveal himself. We can never know the depth. Suppose universe itself you take, you start moving. How far can you go? However far you go, the space is still there. Now somehow you escape from the earth, you can land in one of the planets, that's all. And suppose you travel further, or at least take the photographs by some means and all that, you will see light years after light years moving. We meet galaxies. We are in one of the galaxy, unimaginable dimension. Milky Way. Milky Way, its vastness you cannot imagine. And such vastness, millions of things are there. Millions of galaxies. Go, 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 it opens up, never to end. Can you measure the depth? But it doesn't end because it is time and space bound. Time and space is there. So it is bound. According to scientists, our universe is supposed to be 3 trillion light years. What is beyond? Timeless, spaceless existence in which innumerable universes are appearing and disappearing. That unchanging eternal reality, that unchanging eternal, when you say eternal, there is no time. It is beyond time. Time appears in that and disappears. It is unchanging, eternal. It is infinite. Infinite means there is one without second. If anything else is there, it limits it already. It is limited. It is no more infinite. Infinite can be one in practicality. In mathematics, we may have a number of infinities, but not in reality. In reality, infinite is one. Eternal is one. There cannot be alternative. The absence of alternative we call, there is vikalpa. Vikalpa is not there. So it is one without an alternative. Unchanging eternally. There is no time and space. It is ocean of bliss, ananda. It is ocean of bliss. Now how he uses the term, you see. None can fathom his depths, yet freely, because it's a conscious entity. It is not like matter. It is consciousness itself. We are all conscious entities. We have consciousness. But my real existence is consciousness itself, beyond the 3 bodies. God is consciousness itself. Personal aspect pervading the universe, impersonal aspect beyond the universe. So the unfathomable, but it's conscious. It replies to your call. It attends to your needs. It is conscious. It doesn't have dimensions. No time, space, no dimensions. It is inexhaustible vastness. Because it responds, because it is consciousness, Chaitanya, it can reveal itself. So that revelation, you long it will be revealed. Seek, it will be given. Knock, it will be opened. So that you are conscious. You are consciousness. Maybe point consciousness. Vyashti Chaitanya. Samashti Chaitanya means it is total. It can respond to all jivas at a time. But who longs for it? It reveals. Revelation. When he reveals alone, we can understand how much of the purity of seeking must be there. When I don't seek anything else, all my seeking is concentrated, then we are linked to that. Otherwise, link is missing from where we cannot get the answer. It is linked now. All seeking are ceased. Only one seeking. So there we see we are totally linked to the divine flows into us. It reveals. Yet freely his own grace does he reveal himself. In Bengali there is a song, Shatta Mangala Prema Moya Tumi. Tumi jar, to whom you reveal, he alone can get the revelation. No, tomare dhane, tomare gyane, tobo name koto madhuri, je bhakto she jane. তুমি জানাও যারে সেই জানে, ওরে তুমি জানাও যারে সেই জানে, তুমি জানাও যারে সেই জানে. To whom you reveal, he alone. A devotee understands what you are. And the devotee also understands to the extent you reveal yourself to him. Because finite can never understand what is infinity. God has to become finite to make the infinite appear. Just like, it will be just like, it may not be the totality, but a small mirror. So when you are driving a vehicle, you have a small mirror to see behind. It is a small mirror. You can see the whole bus in that. Vast bus is coming behind. Mountains and roads, everything you can see. Huge mountain. You can see in that small mirror. How you see? You are seeing the mountain. You are seeing the bus in that small mirror. Like that, to the extent I can understand, but it cannot show the whole thing. It has limitation. But it can reveal what is behind. Like that, God reveals himself to the extent of the mirror, to the extent of my understanding. I can never know. Nirvikalpa, I lose myself. I am no more there. Who will understand? Thakur used the example of a salt doll trying to go and measure the depth of the ocean. When it started going, it dived into the ocean. I will see the depth and come. As it was going down, it was dissolving himself. And last, by the time it could go a little depth, the salt doll is no more there. It is totally dissolved to become one with the ocean. Who will bring the news back? Who will know the depth? The salt did not exist, nor the salt doll. So like that, we dissolve ourselves when we try to understand. So we see, he reveals himself to those who come to his feet for shelter, merciful since they are helpless, and he is ever forgiving, the giver of happiness, the ready help in the sea of our woe. how beautifully the words are arranged and how meaningful it sounds, you see. A little devotion you cultivate, you start feeling in your hearts the presence of the divine. A little love for God, little devotion is sufficient to go on experiencing His greatness, His kindness, His love, His way in which He participates in the life of every jiva. How we are surviving with this bodily existence because of His presence within. Everything is happening because He is there, because mirror is there, the images are inside. If mirror is not there, there cannot be image at all. Like if God is not there, nothing can exist. If space is not there, no object can exist. So, to those who come to His feet for shelter, man doesn't have a shelter anywhere. Even in normal life, you will see there is none who can share your pain and suffering of the heart. A man doesn't get a shoulder to unburden his heart, the pain of his heart to anyone. And anyone you express, he is helpless and he has his own woes and grievances and pain he wants to share. It is like the people, a hospital where patients are there without a doctor. Each one is a patient expecting the other to help him. Where can they find the shelter? Each exchanges his ignorance with the other. Like in a hospital, if doctor is not there, each will share his disease with others. His cough will go to him, his fever will come to him, one will go on exchanging. So there must be a place where they can take shelter. When man understands, I don't have shelter anywhere. I cannot manage myself. I have no means, I have no strength to face what karmas I have done. The sukha dukkha to experience, I don't have the capacity. And how we pant for help, and help doesn't come. Last, trying here, there, I have friends, I have people. How the situations of the all capable people like Ravana, Kamsa, how they keep the gods and goddesses under their control. Such huge powers who can face anything and control anything, they find helpless last, taking shelter at the feet of God. So that supreme being, when a man doesn't get shelter anywhere, when even the king becomes an enemy for his own subjects, how it will be? Anything happens, they go to government or king. If king himself is corrupt, if justice itself is corrupt, what can be done? Nowhere shelter. Then the Trahi comes into picture. All people, because there is nobody where he can take shelter, he calls on God. Help me, save me. This call who comes for shelter, because he doesn't have a shelter anywhere. You will see that man doesn't have, because all other species are taken care by nature. Man has been endowed with an intelligence and responsibility of his action. The intelligence and ego is not present in any other species. They are driven by nature, experiences nature, nature is controlling, nature is governing. So there is no karmic load. In man alone, karma is there because intelligence is presented to him with the responsibility. You are responsible for your actions. I am giving you intelligence with which you can transcend and go or get entangled here. How you use that. So nature has given, God has provided intelligence. He has to use that intelligence in proper way. It is proper way, we saw the earlier, wisdom. Now here who comes because there is no shelter. He comes for the shelter at the feet of God. Especially the old age is provided by nature so that he forgets the whole, what all he did during the lifetime, when every opportunity was given, how did he not utilize it to transcend and go beyond? He was interested in day-to-day maintenance of his body and small enjoyments that he can get. So he lost his way. And when it comes, the death is staring at him, then he finds there is no more shelter. There the shelter comes, seeking shelter. When everything goes against, his great losses happen. You see, Arjuna, such a powerful personality with all perfection and power. Last, in the war field, helplessly surrenders. Prapannosmi. Shadimam tva prapannam. Prapanna, I have fallen at your feet. Patati, pat to fall. Prapanna, panna is one who has fallen. Totally fallen, helplessly at the feet of God. Is called prapatti. He can no more stand himself. That state when all things have failed. We see in Christ's life, he was left in desert with a bottle of water and they run away. Miles after miles. Waterless desert. He has still that courage to walk back into the cities. Tries, walks, miles after miles. Then the water also which was given to him gets exhausted. Still walks. A day comes, he is not able to. No food, no energy, no water. The body cannot survive. Then it slowly falls down. After falling, he is still crawling, dragging his body, thinking that he will reach. Last, it cannot drag also. Then it falls. And it said, now the metal is ready for molding. That last effort to drag that body goes off. Then the metal is ready for molding. Then the light comes. That total coming for shelter. Every jiva in one life or other. As long as ego is there, he manages. Last, one life or other, a situation comes that he is totally helpless and realizes that he cannot do anything. Whatever is to be done has to be done by the Lord. There the shelter comes into picture. When a shelter comes, God is merciful. We understand. He was merciful. He is merciful at all times. But I had not given myself to be operated by him. I have that ego. Even little ego will resist God's grace. It cannot reach him. Just like heavy rain is there, you are going with an umbrella. Like that, grace is flowing, your ego is what resists the grace of God, doesn't accept. Sri Ramakrishna says, water falls on the mound, doesn't stay there. Where there is a pit, it stays. So that down it has to flow. So shelter, merciful, then we will understand God is merciful. We know when we take shelter alone. He was merciful. His mercifulness I did not see. I could not see because of my ignorance. And I was there till then. Mercy was not visible to me because of that eye. Now the eye is surrendered. He sees the merciful God. Then the mercy opens up to him. Just like I'm sitting inside and I'm not, the outside is the sunshine. I have to go to sunshine and expose myself to be worked out by the sunshine. I have to go out and expose. Like I come out of my ego and expose myself to God. Merciful days, they are helpless because they are helpless. God is always ready. That total helplessness has not come. So I am still there. I don't need the help of God. And He is the ever forgiving. He has done mistakes earlier. Let Him suffer. I want to go to Him, will not be there. He never sees that. He has come to me. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Artho Artharthi Jignasu Jnani Chaiva. Artha is suffering. But he has come to me, so I reply to him. He is great because he has come to me. He could have gone somewhere. But he has come to me for removing his suffering. Artharthi, he is seeking money. He can go to anybody, he can do his own business and all. He is depending on me for that. Artho Artharthi Jignasu, one who wants to know. Jnani, one who has realized him. They are all great because they have come to me. Others are running about here and there in search of these things. So here he says, Udara ete sarve. All these are great people. Equally great. Because they have taken shelter at the feet of God. I want this, I want that. With freedom they are asking. He is ever free, the giver of happiness. Happiness is one thing. Whoever runs after happiness will never get happiness. Because that becomes the aim of life. When the aim of life is happiness, you will never find happiness. Running after happiness, you will not get happiness. Happiness moves with love, peace, dependence on God, mainly spirituality. Spirituality and happiness go together. With any material objects, you can never be happy. Because all those are perishable and lot of energy it needs to, even to maintain. You can never be happy. So you have to run about to maintain, run behind it. And finally you see that happiness never comes to you with anything in this world. Happiness comes only when you stop running behind the happiness and turn to live a spiritual life. When you start living a spiritual life, happiness is there. with you. Happiness comes with spirituality, not with material chase. You cannot find in the world anywhere happiness. Asukham lokam. This is sukhaless world. It is within you, not outside you. That spirit, it is in the spirit, not in the matter. So, he is the giver of happiness, means giver of that spiritual awareness. I am Atman, I am Purna, I am divine, that awareness. He is the giver of happiness, the ready help in the sea of our woe, dukkha, dukkhalaya. He is in the ocean of woe. Woe is suffering. WOE. Ready help is suffering is in the ocean of suffering, and the ready help is available to free himself from all pains and grief. He gives the absolute happiness to that soul, and there we find God in fullness, Purnatva. This is where we find what is divine, what is spiritual, what is God, why do we need God? All our things, it is the only place where we can find real peace and joy, love, peace, bliss, absolute, the Purnatva. We get something but not fulfillment. Total fulfillment comes only from God and dissolving our ego. Where there is no ego, there is everything. Is Purna. Ego is what makes the Apurnatva. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.